This is hey YouTube, how y'all doing? This is Eric Thompson. Okay, so I want to talk about interacting and socializing. It's been on my mind today because I just got out of school and I'm driving to work right now. So yes, I'm making a video. I gotta keep an eye on the road. So about socializing, it's like you gotta talk to people, you gotta learn how to talk to people, you gotta talk in a proper way, and to not make it awkward, socializing, interacting, all that. It's like it just came in my mind today. It just feels like it's like at school, we're learning to socialize more with stranger people when we talk to them. It's just on my mind today. It's just like, why do we have to be so perfect with socializing? That's what I understand right here. Like, why do we have to be so perfect? I mean, we know our disabilities, disorders, and our anxieties and all that crap. But we're not perfect. And, especially people like me. I'm introverted as hell. I'm introverted as hell. I'm an introvert. I can overcome it, but I can't change it. I can't change myself into an extrovert. And honestly, I'm glad to be an introvert. I can't even say that word right. I'm glad I am, because for things like that, I don't always connect with people, and then I would connect whenever I feel like it, when I have the energy to do it, and whenever it's not so awkward to do so. That's just me. And I told you before, that I could easily vibe with people. I could, but it's hard to stay connected that way. Especially if you're ready for the next conversation, if you're ready to have an emotional or a deep conversation, if you're at that level. And there are times that we will have an emotional connection, emotional conversation, and deep conversation. I like deep conversations because we get to the point and we have something relative about life and something that we could talk about and not have to make it awkward to do so. That's just easy as hell. Oh, let me slow down. That's on me. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it shouldn't be it shouldn't be forced. It shouldn't be a forced conversation at all, because not everybody is perfect. I'm not perfect at all. I'm not extroverted. I'm not one of those people who are extroverted and so perfect at talking that they'll never stop talking. I don't even I hate having to keep talking so many times. Especially I don't like annoying people. I don't like doing that. And it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous to annoy people like that. So I don't like annoying people just to keep a conversation. I'd be so annoying myself. Whenever I keep talking, I feel like I'm annoying them and I'm annoying myself. And at the same time, I am overwhelming myself. And they are overwhelmed by the way I talk. And especially so much, I don't have enough social skills to do that. Even if I tried, I still don't want to annoy people. I don't. I got to keep myself and around others at a certain point. Period. Because and especially in group conversations, you gotta keep talking but not annoy people, and you gotta get to the point about your subject and your topic. You just have to. And if you can't really handle that in a group conversation, you gotta get your butt out of there. You gotta get out of there. If the group conversation is so awkward, guess what? I'm gonna excuse myself and I'm gonna go somewhere else. Period. If it's awkward, I'm out of here. Period. That's just me. And I have something else to do I'd rather be doing in my life. Like, I got work to do. I got school to go do. I got I got my own activities I be doing during the day. And I drive, so I don't need to take the bus to do so. I'm just saying, interacting is not easy for people. Especially for people, when it comes to starting to talk to a stranger, you may never know what a stranger even does. Like, when a stranger doesn't like shaking hands, like, you go up to the person trying to give them your hand and stuff just so they could shake it, but they don't want to do that. Like, there are people who are not comfortable shaking hands at all, or even fist bumps, or even elbow bumps. Like, if you're trying to shake someone's hand and they don't want to do it, you gotta respect that. Do something else, like a fist bump, elbow bump, or just walk together. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. You gotta respect people who don't want to shake hands. Not a lot of people who want to be touched, especially for autistic people like me. I mean, I'm okay with shaking hands, but I'm just saying, always keep your hands clean. Like, I'm still I don't like touching a dirty hand. I don't. I like keeping my hands clean. Now, if I'm not around people, yeah, I could do dirty as I want to. But at the same time, I'm not gonna act like I don't have any home training. But yeah, always respect people who don't want to shake hands. You gotta figure out something else to do. Cause they'll freak. Like, there are people who will freak out in a minute just because you say hi to them. There's just that. And there are people who don't want to keep a conversation. There are people who don't want to stay in touch with you. There are people who don't feel like fucking with you. And that's just that. You can't force conversations. You cannot force connections. You cannot force communication. Not everybody's perfect at that. If you don't interact, you don't interact. Like, we need to figure out why we're interacting with each other in the first place. Like, what's the real reason? Like, do you like somebody's talent? Do you like what they're doing? Do you like what they have on social media? That's where people want to interact with them, whether it's on the internet or in person. Like, if people see me drawing on the table and they want to come up to me and talk, yeah, I'll give them a conversation and stuff. I'll tell them about what I'm about. And I'll give them my business cards, I'll give them my number if they want. But at the same time, if I tell them, like, I'll just rather give them my business cards than my number, because we're not at a personal connection yet. Everybody's on social media most of the time more than texting their partners or their family members on the phone. And I'm not a calling guy either, to be honest, unless it's my mom, unless it's my friends. But if it's like a stranger to call them, I'm not there yet. I'm not. You can't push that, because I don't know you yet and you don't know me yet. We're not at a personal, deep level connection yet. We can have a deep conversation, but we're not in a deep connection yet. That's just me personally. We can't force conversation. We have to be ready to really deeply connect with each other. Especially a man like me, if you're talking to a woman, you can't force nothing. She's got to really know what you're about. She's got to really want to deal with you whenever you're at an event, whenever you're at a restaurant, whenever you're at a mall, whenever you're at the movies, whenever somewhere to hang out, like at the park. You can't force nothing. She's got to come to you. She's got to find what you about. You can't just be going up to her like a damn creep. Period. Stay in your lane until she feels like going so. Even a man could do that too. Even if I was talking man to a man, maybe I would go to him. Maybe mostly he'll come to me. If he's really interested in my passion, he'll come to me. Look, I'm not that gay. I'm a little gay. Look, especially if you're friends with the same gender. Girls be girls. They could easily stay in touch more than a man can. More than man to man themselves. Sometimes it could be both. I don't know. I'm just figuring out the story. But interacting, it takes time to do so. It takes a lot of work to do so. Not everybody's perfect. Especially when you want to be in a relationship, you got to be friends first. I don't know. But at the same time, if she doesn't want to be friends with you, if she doesn't want to be more than friends with you, then yeah, that friendship is going to fall off. That connection is going to fall off soon because you'd rather be dealing with it on a daily basis. You don't want to get your feelings all into it to this girl and she don't have feelings for you back. Especially if you're gay or lesbian. If one of them doesn't feel for each other, guess what? One of them has to move on. And maybe the other might get emotional. I don't know. But interacting takes time. Relationships take hard work and time. Hell, if I was in a relationship with a girl right now, it would have taken me 20 years or 30 before I even could think about marriage. Before I could even think about taking to the next level other than marriage. Before I could even think about taking to the next level out of friendship. But it only depends if she has feelings for me first. It only depends if she's really feeling it with me. And if she's not, then I'm gonna let her go. It might take me some time to get over her, but I'm gonna let her go. I'm not gonna force nothing. I'm not gonna force her to come back. I'm not gonna force her to push her to come back to me. I'm not gonna push over. I'm not gonna force her to come over to my house so we could talk. I'm not gonna do that. If she has things to do, that means I need to have things to do. Period. Socializing is not easy for people, especially people with disabilities. It is not. There are people who can't really talk. There are people who can't really... there are people... there are deaf people too. Especially when you do sign language. Me, I can't do sign language at all. It's not easy for me to do that, so I just write notes down if that person can't talk or hear. You got to figure out how to interact with the person, whether that person is normal or not. Period. Not everybody has social skills. And I know I don't. And it took me, I told you my best friend part. It took me and him a lot to get to know each other. Because we started off in high school and we got along. There are some ways we didn't get along, but we did. We just figured that out. And we both love movies. It took us, after we started being friends, it took us hold up. Before I could even think about going to movies every Friday with him, it took us 2 years to really do that, to really get to the next level. It took it. I just parked. And I just turned on my car. It took us 2 years before we could really go to the movies together every Friday. And it took me years to get to know his parents. It took me years to get comfortable and all that. Especially in a relationship. If you're going to meet the girl, you're going to meet her parents. They're not going to be comfortable with you first. They're not. They have to really get to know you And they're going to set boundaries with you. Just like you set boundaries for the girl, and she set boundaries with you. Even a man set boundaries with you. Even a woman sets boundaries with anybody else. Period. And it takes a long damn time. Not everybody's perfect. And if you force conversations, then there's no way you're going to be best friends with people. If you force connections, that connection will fall off and you're never going to see each other again because that person made you uncomfortable by the way they speak and tell you things what you don't like. They do certain things you're not comfortable. They do certain things that might fuck you over. Period. So never force interaction. Never force conversations. And never force people to socialize. Nobody's perfect. So stop. Introverted, extroverted. If you're forcing interaction and socializing to people, stop. I don't care if you're a fucking teacher. I don't care if you're a fucking therapist. I don't care if you're a fucking parent. Stop. And understand what they want. And understand their needs. Understand the boundaries. At least ask them what they want. At least write it down what they want. Write it down in a question. If they can't speak. At least text them what they want and they'll respond. You know, like, I'd be sitting in my room drawing, listening to music. My mom would text me sometimes just to let me know what's going on. She can't just always she can't just always open the door. You know, I like my privacy. Period. I love her to death. I'm just saying, I love my privacy. Figure it out. Period. It goes to all of you. And it goes to me. I'm telling myself this too. I'm learning every day. And I'm not perfect. I do try, but I'm not perfect. All right. That's it for this video. Like, dislike, share what you think. Comment what you think. More videos like this. And I'm going to relax down, get ready for work. So everybody please be safe. This is Eric. Everybody peace out.